Don't enter into life's arena unarmed. Let Parker show you how to make fear work for you. Even enjoy fear. What money says when it talks. The heartbeat of time. The vital importance of momentum. How to be the person you always wanted to be. And keeping your dreams alive. There is no man like this anywhere.
Well, as salespeople, we're all performers. We're entertainers. If you cannot make the experience for the prospective buyer, the decision maker, a performance, entertain them, get them laughing with humor weaving all through your process, then you're really not going to be able to get much done. But I know you are. Now, my wife loves Elvis Presley. She's got it in her vehicle on Sirius Radio, Elvis 24/7. She's been to Graceland 3 times. 3 times. I've never been. But I'll never forget when she says to me, I got us front row seats to see Elvis. Oh, in Hampton, Virginia. I go, I don't want to see him. You know, when I'm growing up, all the guys don't like Elvis because all the girls like Elvis. We don't like Elvis. We don't want to talk about Elvis. We want to talk about Bo Diddley, Fats Domino. You know, that's who we want to talk about. We want to talk about our people, soul music. So anyway, jitterbugging. And then when the Beatles came along, I thought my world had come to an end. It's been a long day's night, a long day's night. I know a lot of you love them, but it's just not my, it's not on my music list. None. So anyway, I give away the front row seats to a friend of mine. He gives me some up in the balcony. I go drudgery. Practically got to drag me over there. That man comes out. I love to watch performers, plays, entertainers, Las Vegas, to see what they're doing. I'm telling you one thing. When he hit that stage, I couldn't get my eyes off of this guy. This man is something else. I'm not going to sit there and regret giving away those front row seats because I wanted the evening performance, not the afternoon performance. He gave it all, either one. And my wife sells these all kinds of Elvis merchandise in her store. This one's got Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis. Ever heard Jerry Lee Lewis? Mickey Gilley's cousin, Jimmy Swaggart's cousin, Carl Perkins, and Johnny Cash. I used to sell, when I was selling cars in Atlanta at Don't Dally called Nally Chevrolet. One of my sales managers was a ticket scalper, and he'd take us out. And I'll never forget, we were at the Johnny Cash concert, and Cash had a TV show. And so we said, we had binoculars. Put Johnny in your lap. We had umbrellas in case it rained at football games. Quite an experience. Bob Glozier, what a good guy, and a great closer too. We would turn every deal over to him if we couldn't close it. My man Bob. But back to Elvis. That's the guitar. Let me tell you something. That's a beautiful piece. You know what Elvis would do is we should do? Be generous. He's buying a brand new Cadillac one day. This black lady walks in and says, boy, that sure is a beautiful car. I said, well, it's yours. She said, mine? He said, yeah, give her the car. Give her the car. And I always will never forget this. We're talking about selling here now. Colonel Tom Parker. I told my wife, we're staying until there's nobody left in the building. We were the only 2 left. The cleaning people had left. Tom Parker's done it. T-shirts, banners, posters. Elvis has left the building. T-shirts, banners, posters, T-shirts, banners, posters. A salesperson. Grew up in the carnival. Boy, you talk about a good lesson growing up there. Don't ever put down those carny people. Because if you're selling against them, you better bring your lunch. Because they do know how to close those deals. I've been with them. Little John in Atlanta. Whoo! Ferocious salesperson. Great guy, too. Great guy. Great guy. But it's back to this right here. There's a picture of the three. You can buy those at my wife's store or at the Beach Pier gift shop and on the Virginia Beach fishing pier. Her store is sitting around top of the sand. She's been there for 47 years, got two of them. She's a businesswoman. I mean serious businesswoman. But Elvis, every time before he performed, he upchucked. You all know what that is. We'll keep this clean. People say, oh, he's been doing it so often. He's got it right down. I mean, he's really got it down. Got to practice. Elvis Presley? Can you name another artist that's got the reputation he's got? We'll see what Taylor Swift gets later on. I just bought a magazine by Taylor last week. We'll see. We'll see. Got a long hop to go to catch Elvis. I saw Bob Dylan interviewed. And they were asking him about who you celebrity was. He said, hey, let me make something straight right now. I'm not Elvis Presley. There's only one Elvis Presley. Bob Dylan wrote some of the greatest music ever. Bob Dylan. I love Bob. Was Bob good? Yeah. Would he say, I'm not like Elvis? That's for you. If you're not nervous before your presentation, what are you doing it for? How do you calm yourself? Delayed gratification. Now, I know you can look at them on your phone. That's okay. The house you want to own, the home you want to own, the vehicle you want to. I just ordered a Rolls Royce. Hey, I always wanted one. Why not get one? I've had every kind of car, but I've never had a Rolls. I've driven them. I've been in limos, everything else. I'm not trying to impress you with this. I'm just letting you know. You know how I got in all these things? Jet airplanes? Selling. S-E-L-L-I-N-G. Selling. Ex-shipyard worker. Ex-roofer. Kettleman. Ex-air conditioner installer. Ex-furniture mover. Ex-clothing salesperson. But I do love, as a friend of mine says, I do love me some Elvis. And I do too. Now, it gets to the point when I'm riding with my wife, I'm like, I might be getting a little tired on this deal here all the time. She likes to drive, by the way. She says she's a great driver, I'm a bad driver. You don't want to ride with her. Very risky. She just got pulled over by a police officer. Yeah, boom, boom, lady. You know how fast you're going on the feeder road? Oh, no, I was going to speed limit. No, you won't. And then she argues with them. Like, we live in a beautiful neighborhood. She gets pulled over for speeding. She says to the officer, why don't you write some of these other people up that don't live here? Oh, sure, you're going to get out of that one. Right. The same way that if you argue with people, what are you going to accomplish? Zero. Be nice to people. You want them to buy from you. You want that signature on the line. That's what you want. So you got to be a performer like Elvis. And you got to put on a show. And you got to have the rhythm and the timing. And you got to know when to diplomatically interrupt to get it back on the track you want it running on. How do you do that? Oh, they're drifting all off. And you say, not that I totally disagree with you, but means something else is coming. Take them back where you want them to go. Right to the close, getting a signature, getting the DocuSign, whatever it may be, they've got to sign there. Boom, 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 boom. I use all different pens. I've got one with Bugs Bunny on it. I've got a Mont Blanc. I put the Mont Blanc away. It's a little too pricey. You don't want to get one with Jim Septic Tank Company on it. That's not a good pen. They're reading that. Jim Septic Tank Company. Don't do that. Don't do that. And by the way, get some pens with your name on it with yourself. Pass them out. Give them to people. How much is a pen? You get a ton of them, thousands of them. Little gifts. Magnets for the refrigerator. Marketing. Just because you're on a sales force does not mean you don't need to be marketing. You got the internet. You got the phone. You got everything at your disposal. I mean, go berserk. You got artificial intelligence. Use it. Use it. Instead of selling 10, 15 cars a month, sell 75. Get some assistants and help you write them all up and get them all done. 75. And go home at 6 o'clock. But get there early and get ready the night before. So when you get up in the morning, you don't need an alarm clock. Bam, your feet hit that floor. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. A lot of times I had to get up at 2:30 to get ready for a speech. 2:30. You think I cared? No. Just did all of my rehearsals the night before, got up 2:30, do it again, get to the event, do it again. When I walk up in front of the audiences, I drop everything, I speak extemporaneously, and I use props, and I tell vignettes. Vignette is you tell a story that makes a point about what a person needs to do. You need to do that. They'll never forget the story. I just told a minister recently, I sent him a text that said, vignettes. He called me and said, what's that mean? I said, listen, I like you. I remember one sermon. I've been sitting in a lot of them, up front too, with my orange suit on, my lime green suit. What story was that? Your grandfather was going to leave you his desk and you didn't get it. That's what I remember. Anything else you did? I don't remember anything. Zero. He goes, hey, okay. Well, hey, look, man, I'm just going to tell you like it is, like I'm going to tell you folks like it is. In the South, they call a lot of my competitors do watermelon con. You know, that's when you grow up on a farm. You got all these watermelon kind. It's not a real good watermelon. Guy on the side road sold you a bad watermelon. Told you thump it, it's all right. No, it didn't. I've been on that trailer, throw them on the ground to feed the pigs, getting the hearts out of them and eating them until I felt like I was going to blow up like a balloon. Watermelon kind. That's what we do in our company. With my team, the man that films me, the lady that puts everything together, we just tell the truth. We don't curse. We love music. We are music lovers. My son, he loves music. I found this right here. Boom. Look at here. Black Friday, our biggest sale of the year, the guitar. My nephew played guitars. Music family. My sister, I danced with my sister so much when I was a teenager. She finally said to me, will you stop asking me to dance so some of the other boys can ask me to dance? All right. What am I going to do? She's older than me. My mother danced all around the world. Gotta have some fun. Get on with the beat. Gonna sell some cars. Gonna sell some insurance. Gonna sell some real estate. Gonna sell some computers. Yeah, I'm going to get it sold, and I'm going to do it now, and I'm following the rules, and I'm not going to cheat, and I'm not going to talk ugly. Might be some children sitting around there. You want them cursing around yours? Well, hey, I didn't raise my son that way. And whenever he drops the F-bomb, I go, hey, don't do that in his house. You do it in your own. You don't do it in here. Well, hey, Dad, people do that now. Yeah, guess what? You do it in here. You're going out. My house, not your house. You used to live here. You don't live here anymore. You visit. Then you leave. You know, hey, you've been in the military. You've done all the whole thing. I educated you. I did a lot of selling. I never forget, he's in military school. I get a phone call from the colonel. He says, hey, Parker, you know, your son's not going to be able to walk across that stage and graduate. You're a little late on the money here. I said, Colonel, if you trust me, I'll get the money there. Please trust me. He said, okay, I will. I sat down that night and I figured out my prospecting route, how I could get there, maximize my time, get to more people. My son walked across that stage. And Colonel walked up to me. A lot of families there. Beautiful event. The Miller School, movies, Crozet, Virginia, movies filmed there, Toy Soldier, all kinds of stuff. But I tell you what he said to me. He said, see that guy riding around that brand new car there? That's what his family gave him. He's not getting his graduation today. A car. You want to do that to your children? No. Sell. Sell. Sell, 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 sell. And don't you forget this. Be entertaining like all these people were. Perform. And if you're nervous, welcome to the club. It happens to me every time. You never get it on cruise control. They're only on vehicles. They're not on salespeople. It's big business. Go get your share. I'm counting on you. By the way, Elvis would be proud of you too. Thank you very much.